Apple's CD section here, on a CD section, and it's been an interesting week as usual, as always in this era. And it kind of came to me just going through my sites that I dig through to kind of find something material to talk about. And I was just thinking, I finally reached Worldstar today, and just kind of like looking at the layout. It's been the same layout for as long as I know, since 2010, 2008, 9, 10. And the material there that's still on it. And for one part, I think it's one of those perfect websites that kind of encapsulates the internet and people abroad and locally. And then also I'm very glad that it's still around, because I believe we also need it too. We do need Worldstar. As crazy as it is, as weird as it is, as wild as it can get, it's a necessity. To say, to begin with, is it's been around since about 2005. The original founder and owner, Q, is from New York, and recently, this January, he passed away. And since then, the site's still been going strong, and it still gets heavy visits online. And the primary source of it is, in the name of it, hip hop, which the featured videos usually tend to be exclusive videos for the site of, say, an up-and-coming rapper or an established dude working with them. Usually, a lot of times it's like Gucci Mane, a lot of like southern artists that get featured. You have your Young Thugs, you have your Rich Homie Quans up to one point. It depends, it's mixed, but it usually just has someone on it, and they tend to pay for it as well to get the ad service and running ads. But the infamy really behind it is the catchphrase Worldstar, the yell of it. It's literally the slogan, as you can see on the Wikipedia page I found. It tended for to this day still kind of be the place to see like live and broadcasted fights. It could be some one-on-one stuff, some homeless people, some school teacher versus student type of ordeal. It's always been associated with that. It's been brought up on major news outlets about it, and just the ridiculousness of it, and people getting featured and what have you, infamy. And it obviously still has that taste to it. On the same side, it does also have sort of this kind of plethora of feel good and workable material. With, you'll see like some like cop saves this person from drowning. You might see some international news, some crazy attack or some sort of march and protest. It mixes it up, and it's always been like that. It'll feature whatever. It doesn't have even though the Worldstar Hip Hop is the name officially, it just goes through the ether of the internet and what is kind of the big thing, which is why I believe it's the perfect site. It just doesn't have too heavy of a filter. There's going to be stuff, some NC-17 that won't be directly on the site, but it'll be linked. And so I feel like it is the perfect site, but we also do need it just because it kind of cuts back away from perfected material. It kind of gives you something that if it happened today, if it happened an hour ago, it will give you the latest video, the latest perspective right away. So it's almost a first take, first come, first serve, and then ask questions later type of deal. I feel it's you can maybe gimmicky to a lesser degree now. It has more of a purpose, so on. It is though one of those sites that I believe is kind of always going to be around as of now. It still has its push. The people behind it, it doesn't seem like it's going to be going towards like a 106 and Parkway where it's going to be phased out anytime soon. It just fits so well in this culture now, especially with memes, especially with run-on jokes and different remixes. It has longevity. So yeah, I argue the case that we need Worldstar, and I do enjoy it, and it is one of the perfect websites for the internet at hand, not just hip hop culture, just in general. On the CD section, Cat, Worldstar.